Hi, I'm Felipa, and today is day 97 of my year-long journey to complete reading this Bible. So yesterday we ended on Josiah's sin, which led to his death, which was that the king of Egypt came up to fight with somebody else, and Josiah wanted to fight with him, even though the king of Egypt told him, no, this is not your battle, don't be meddling with God, and then he passed away. So next in line for the throne, we have Jehoahaz, and he becomes the new king of Judah. It says that the king of Egypt put him down at Jerusalem and condemned the land in 100 talents of silver and a talent of gold. And the king of Egypt made Eliakim, his brother, king over Judah and Jerusalem, and turned his name to Jehoiakim. And Necho took Jehoahaz, his brother, and carried him to Egypt. So Jehoiakim becomes king of Judah. He is reigning and he's reigning evil in the sight of the Lord. And up against him comes up Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, who takes him to Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar also carries the vessels of the house of the Lord to Babylon and puts them in his temple there. And then Jehoiakim ends up passing away, and his son Jehoiachin becomes king of Judah, or Jehoiachin becomes king of Judah. He reigns 3 months and 10 days in Jerusalem. He was only 8 years old when he began to reign, and he did all that was evil in the sight of the Lord. So King Nebuchadnezzar sent and brought him to Babylon with the goodly vessels of the house of the Lord, and he makes Zedekiah, his brother, king over Judah and Jerusalem. So now Zedekiah is the new king of Judah, and he is also doing evil in the sight of the Lord, and he will not humble himself before Jeremiah the prophet. He also rebels against King Nebuchadnezzar, who had made him swear by God. And the chief of the priests, the people, all of them transgress very much, and God is extremely, extremely upset with them. And he basically says, it says here that there was no remedy against the wrath of these people because of everything. So he brings upon them the king of Chaldees, who basically kills everybody, and the vessels of the house of the God, great and small, and the treasures of the house of the Lord, and the treasures of the king and of his princes, all these he brought to Babylon. And they burnt the house of the God. They break down the wall of Jerusalem, and they burn literally everything. And then some people that escaped from the sword, they went to Babylon. And it says here in verse 21, to fulfill the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah, until the land had enjoyed her Shabbats. For as long as she lay desolate, she kept Shabbats to fulfill 70 years. So now we have this in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Lord is spoken by the mouth of Jeremiah, and the Lord stirs up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, who makes a proclamation throughout all the kingdom, saying the following: all the kingdoms of the earth hath the Lord God of heaven given me, and he hath charged me to build him an house in Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is there among you of all his people? The Lord his God be with him, and let him go up. So this is Cyrus of Persia allowing the Jews to return to their land, as it says here. I'm officially done the second book of Chronicles. I'm on page 410, and tomorrow I begin the book of Ezra, day 98. I will let you know what I learned then. Thank you so much for listening.